Today I'll show you my list of top 5 small hard use knives. So if you live in an area that has blade length restrictions, or maybe you just like carrying the smaller, more practical knives that can also handle the rough stuff. Either way, this is a video you do not want to miss. A fixed blade is always going to be the best option for hard use, but I know that not everybody can walk around carrying one of these. Almost every knife on this list is going to have a blade length of about 3 inches or less. And as always, links to buy any of the knives I show you will be down in the description below, just in case you see something you like. If this is your first time here, my name is Jay. Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and consider clicking on that subscribe if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. All right, let's get things started with number 5. I've got from Cold Steel. This is the Toughlite LT. I consider this one to be one of the best budget hard use knives that's currently available. Okay, so for about $27, we get a 3.75 inch, super comfortable Grivery handle with such a generous forward finger choil that I absolutely love. I've never had as much fun cutting stuff as I do with this Toughlite. I mean, I could go on for hours doing that. And when you're done, that 2.5 inch hollow ground Aus-8 blade is very easy to sharpen. And I really appreciate that this does have it's a 2-position pocket clip, but my only real issue that I have is that it's just tipped down. Number 4, I've got from Lion Steel. This is the SR22A. But if you're more of like a thumb stud fan, you could always go with the older version, which is the SR2. One of the reasons that this knife appears on the list is because of the convex edge that Lion Steel likes to use. I mean, it's a curved edge that is stronger, which means the blade is going to be a lot less likely to chip. Now, this is the ultimate in strength because it's a one-piece aluminum monoblock construction. So that means that there's no body screws to come loose. And this little dial here it's known as their roto lock, and according to Lion Steel, when it's engaged, it gives it the strength of a fixed blade. At the pommel end, you can see it has a little glass breaker that also it pulls double duty because it helps to secure this 2-position deep carry clip. Yes, we do get some lefty love. My biggest problem is going to be the lack of handle traction. Yeah, it is very slick, and same goes for the older SR2, unfortunately. Number 3, from CRKT, this is the Pilar Large in D2. And would you look at that blade? Such a good looking 2.6 inch sheep's foot. For a smaller knife, it has a 3.7 millimeter thick blade, which doesn't seem to affect that cutting ability. Oh wow, not at all. I consider this a true hard use knife with a blade that is riding on washers instead of bearings, and it's budget priced right at around $55. Even though I usually like multiple deployment options, I can't help but wonder if this knife would have been better off without the flipper tab and just with the thumb hole. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Other than the Teflon washers, my biggest gripe is going to be with the 2-position pocket clip, but specifically when it's in the tip down configuration, because it just rides really shallow in pocket. But guess what? I found a deep carry clip that actually fits. I got this clip from MXG Gear, and I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description in case you want to get one for yourself. And it's actually what it is. It's designed to fit the Kershaw Skyline. But as you can see, it fits the Pilar perfectly. And yes, it does come in black. Number 2 is actually one of my all-time favorite Spyderco blade designs, and it's the Native 5, and this is from the Salt series. It's tough to consider a knife with FRN scales for hard use, but that LC200N blade steel is what really convinced me. Because of its extreme corrosion resistance, I mean, you don't have to worry about using this in wet conditions. Along with the very strong backlock, I think that this version of the Native 5 really is perfect for just about anything. Really, my only concerns, they're pretty minor. The first one is regarding the FRN scales. I think that they feel kind of plasticky. And the stock pocket clip, while it is a 4-position clip, but the one that Spyderco gives us, it makes the knife just ride really shallow in pocket. And here I went ahead and attached, this is a Kershaw deep carry clip. I believe that this came off of a Cryo 2. All right, I've got one honorable mention for you, and this is the Blade HQ exclusive CRKT Squid in D2. I went ahead and grabbed the standard version so you can see that other than the blade steel and the handle material, the biggest difference between the two is going to be the weight. The D2 version comes in, get this, 2.5 ounces. Now you can see the new version, it has a stonewash finish, so you want to make sure that you go ahead and put just a little bit of Toughlite on the blade, and what that will do is go ahead and give you extra protection from corrosion, and it only takes just a drop, and then I rub it in on both sides. And then since the Toughlite, it's a water base as opposed to like others that are oil based, so this will dry and it leaves like just kind of a hazy film on there, and that's the protection that you want. All right, are you ready to see my number 1 favorite small hard use everyday carry knife, the USA made Buck Ranger 112? This is one of the very few automatic knives that I would even consider labeling as a hard use knife. And I say that because usually to close an automatic, what you do is you go ahead and you push down the very same button that you use to open it. But this one, to close it, the backlock, you actually push down on the backlock, which functions exactly the same way as the standard Ranger 112, which means it should also have the same strength. And with the auto version, now seriously, make sure that you're ready, because once you go ahead and push that button, the S30V blade, I mean, that thing flies open with authority. Now, if $150 automatic is a bit much, hey, that is completely understandable. But Buck also makes a version of this with the 420 HC blade. If that one still is a little out of your range, hey, just go with the classic non-automatic, because this knife can handle just about anything. Other than the fact that there's no pocket clip, my biggest complaint about the 112, or even the 110 for that matter, is going to be the weight. And not that it's a huge deal, but this little boat anchor is heavy, coming in at a little bit over 6 ounces. All right, now it's your turn. I've shown you mine. Let's see yours. What are some of your favorite hard use knives? Go ahead and list as many as you can down in the comments. In a second, you're going to see a couple videos up on the screen. One is a video of mine that YouTube is recommending you watch next, and the other is a link to my previous video of top 10 favorite hard use knives. If you enjoyed this video and you got like any value from it, would you do me a favor and let me know by leaving one of these? And don't forget to click on subscribe. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. See you at the next video. Take care. See ya.